Greetings, YouTube. So, the FBI, which is currently run by an unqualified buffoon, has requested interviews with 6 Democratic members of Congress. Why? Because those Democratic members of Congress have made public uh, comments that if you are a member of the U.S. military and you are ordered to follow an unlawful order, that you may refuse. And the FBI, and of course Taco the Clown and all of his thugs, um, are mad at this because they just want the military to simply be an extension of their will. They want to just point at someone and say, arrest them, kill them, and just have it done. But there's a one pesky thing that's preventing that from happening, and that is the fact that if a soldier or any member of the U.S. military, a service person, receives an unlawful order, they can just say no. Because that is in the military code of conduct that they all swear to uphold. It is absolutely allowed. If someone tells you, we would like you to go, bomb that school full of children, and the person says, I'm not going to do that, because that would be a violation of military code as well as a violation of the civil law. I don't think we're currently signatures of the Geneva Convention. But it would also be a violation of the Geneva Convention as well as the UN's international human rights guidelines. They're not really laws, but they do have a list of international human rights, which are pretty solid. And I think that would be nice if we were a member of that particular, support those particular laws. But of course, we don't, because Americans are barbarians, and currently being led by an ogre thug who just wants to smash things. That is the complexity of Taco's strategies. It's just like smash. Taco will smash. But these members of Congress are absolutely correct. If someone gives you an order that is unlawful, you just say no. Now, there are going to be ramifications of that probably, particularly if the command structure is in the pocket of the thug in charge. But they can't execute you. They could relieve you of duty, and I don't believe they could jail you, but they probably will. I mean, they'll probably arrest you and jail you. But you're following the code of conduct. You're following civil law by saying no, because we discovered that after World War II, the I was just following orders is not a defense. Absolutely 100% no. You cannot claim that, oh, yes, I did commit those horrible atrocities that were crimes against humanity, but I was just following the orders of my superiors. You should blame them. It didn't stop us from hanging the people that said that. And that is what we did. By the way, I'd like to point out that at the end of World War II, we also hung military officers that were members of the Axis for waterboarding U.S. troops. An action that the United States uses on a regular basis now. Yes, we actually executed people for waterboarding troops because we understood that it was an act of, inhumane torture. And yet it became one of the favorite things for the U.S. military to do because it was cruel and it was not impossible to kill someone, but hard to kill someone with it. Effectively, if you had someone standing there who had medical training, all of whom should have been arrested and thrown in prison and stripped of their medical qualifications. But it's still very popular because it's very simple. It requires very little effort to waterboard a human. No elaborate gear required. And apparently the Bush administration really thought it was keen. But if someone gives you an order that is not lawful, you do not have to follow it. Not now, not ever in the history of the U.S. military's establishment, since they have established that military code of conduct. So read up on the guidelines that you swore to and follow them.